We outside. I don't I don't know if I've ever been this type of excited to share a message. I am so grateful to be here. Did I say we outside? Probably. Well, we outside. We are outside. OMG. I am so grateful to be here right now delivering this message to you. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna say, but I know I can feel it in my soul, in my spirit, that this is about to be a powerful message, because it is brought to you by dun, 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 the praying mantis. So if you're here, then this is exactly where you're supposed to be. I guarantee there is something in this video that is for you, that will inspire you, encourage you, that is in alignment with your journey. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm about to bust. I feel like I want to spin around like a fairy. Maybe I will hit a spin one time. That wasn't the type of spin I was going for, but I can't. I'll drop the phone if I do what I really want to do. I'll probably do it after I finish this message, because it's on my spirit right now. Anywho, so the praying mantis. Ooh, what a beautiful little alien-like little creature. So I'm gonna start this video. I'm gonna start this message with a story time, because this feels important to share. And I don't think I've shared this in any video before. So, and before I get into that, I just want to say to you that I do not script my videos. I do not plan out exactly what I'm going to say. I meditate, I think about things that are happening around me, but I really am inspired by nature and my interactions with nature, and stories and messages come to me repeatedly that I know that it's meant for me to share. So enough of all that. Let's get into the meat of things, into the mushrooms of things. If you're a vegan or a vegetarian, let's get into the lion's manes of things. So about 2 to 3 years ago, I can't remember. Time is an illusion, and I lose track of time in the way that most people can tell you exactly where they were at this particular year and month. I can tell you how it felt. I might not be able to tell you exactly where I was. So it is what it is. I accept it. So 2 to 3 years ago, I was working on a farm and loving every minute of it, because I got to be outside. And I was cracking some pecans to feed the chickens, because they're bougie. No, they're not. One of the chicken was visiting over at the area I was in, and I was sitting, happened to be under a pecan tree, and there was some pecans on the ground, and I started cracking them and feeding them to the chicken, and the chicken was loving it. So, she wanted more. I gave her more. Who am I to deny a chicken that knows a good nut? So I'm sitting, cracking nuts for my chicken friend, enjoying the beautiful day, appreciating the fact that I was working on a farm and my co-worker at the moment was the chicken, and we were fellowshipping, having a great time, living my best life. Not the best pay, but man, heaven. So I'm chilling, feeding my homie the chicken some nuts, and I could feel something next to me. And I look over, and it is the first time I've ever seen a praying mantis face to face in real life, IRL, in real life. And I'm sitting on a wood post fence, kind of propped up, leaned against the wood post fence. And the praying mantis is doing it. If you've ever seen a praying mantis, it does like this slow head bob thing when it moves, and it was moving towards me. And I was like, this is so cool. So of course I took out my cell phone and I made a video of it, and I took some photos of it, and it just was hanging out with me. It just kept bobbing and moving towards me, and it was looking right at me. And I was like, wow, a praying mantis. And there is a hawk. And it just landed in that little stream that was in the video. And it bounced down to try to grab something, and then it flew up in the tree. I don't know if that caught on the video. I will eventually invest in a high quality camera, because I have so many interactions with beautiful animals and flowers and trees, and my cell phone just can't keep up with things. And it would be great to capture the moment outside of my mind's eye and me just telling you, hey, this is what happened. It would be great to be able to actually document it. And then I can see the hawk is right up in the tree ahead of me. Let's try to catch it. I don't know. If you didn't see the hawk, then you got to see beautiful tree and sky. So moving on. So that was the first time that I saw a praying mantis. It stayed for a while, sitting next to me as I was feeding the chicken. And that moment made me want to learn more about praying mantis and figure out what did it mean to be visited by one, because it felt rare. It felt special. As someone who spends so much time outdoors, and I've lived a few years in this lifetime, that's my very first encounter with one. So I wanted to know more about what it meant. So a praying mantis is a symbolism of peace, awareness, power, fearlessness, timing, precision. And when I say patience, I don't mean the kind of anxious patience that we sometimes experience. Deliberate patience, a knowing patience, the type of patience that sees that it's already happened. and it will happen. That type of patience. That's the praying mantis. The type of fearlessness that when it's approached by a predator, it stands in what they call a kung fu stand to give itself the appearance of being bigger. It faces its enemy. It faces its predator head on. It stands larger than life. Praying mantises also have incredible vision. They're not your typical insect. They have the capacity to hunt with their eyes. Their vision is unmatched by any other insect and by most animals, actually. Their vision is so good that it's studied to create vision for robots and computers. So when that praying mantis was sitting there looking at me, it could see me very clearly, probably better than I could see myself, because they also see in light. So flash forward to the present day, what I'm so excited about to share with you. So I know that visitation of the praying mantis, there's something in there for you. If you've been approached by a praying mantis, if one has approached you and is facing you, then it wants you to know that it sees you. It sees you, it sees your light, and it is encouraging you to find patience and fearlessness in the moment that you are right now. To find patience in a knowing kind of way that things are happening the way they're supposed to happen. That it's not about if it's going to happen, it's about when. Because you already know. So the present day, I'm outside of my apartment and I see this beautiful creature flying towards this beautiful oak tree. That I love the oak tree. It's so beautiful. I can tell it's been there for a while. It definitely gives that majestic vibe. It reminds me of home. So I have an affinity for this oak tree. But I see this beautiful creature and it's in the air flying. And it has beautiful wings like a butterfly, but it has these legs kicked back out the back of it. And I'm like, I'm going through my mind, my computer, my Rolodex of animals that I've encountered. And I'm like, okay, grasshoppers have wings. They fly, jump. Butterflies don't have legs like that. I'm mesmerized. I can't stop thinking about this creature that I've seen, and I'm like, it must be some type of grasshopper, flying grasshopper that I've never seen before, and I can vividly see it in my mind's eye, and I'm fascinated by it, and I'm in awe and excited about what I just saw because I've never seen it before, and it was so beautiful and so bright green, and the colors of the okay, we could go on and on. It was beautiful, and I need to know what it is that I saw. because I knew that it was telling me something at the time that I saw it. So I start looking up species of grasshoppers. And I'm like, yeah, these are beautiful, and these grasshoppers are not from this area, and I'm on a grasshopper deep dive. I'm digging it in. I'm digging into the grasshopper. Love the grasshopper. Beautiful spiritual meaning behind the grasshopper, and maybe that's speaking to someone right now. I'm digging in, and then something said to me as I'm reading about flying grasshoppers. Something says to me, Spirit, the ancestors, whatever you want to call it, the all-knowing, said to me, it was a praying mantis. And I said, I didn't know praying mantis could fly. Whoa. I saw my second praying mantis, and it was beautiful, and it was in flight, flying towards a beautiful oak tree. Whoa. So I said, okay, let me look up photos of a flying praying mantis. And it absolutely was a flying praying mantis in flight that I got to witness. I feel like it was a 1 in a million sighting for me. That's how it felt when I saw this beautiful creature flying through the air. I felt like I had hit the lotto or something. Like it was a once in a lifetime thing. It felt spectacular. It felt like a moment. And as I looked at the picture of the flying mantis, I said, that is absolutely what I saw. And the message is that the flying mantis in flight going towards the beautiful oak tree says that divine timing is a real deal thing, and it is at play right now. It's about divine timing, because a mantis doesn't just fly for the sake of flying. Its movement is deliberate and accurate and intentional, and it is flying towards something specific. And that is where you are. And the praying mantis is saying, be fearless in your flight. You're shifting through time. You're not just leaping forward, you're flying forward. The time is now. That's what the praying mantis is saying. The time is now. Go, take flight, lift off. The time is now. Be fearless. See the vision, the visionary that you must be. You must be a visionary, is what the praying mantis says, because the praying mantis is all seeing. It sees so vividly. It sees the light. It sees far and wide and vividly. The great prophet, the Kalahari bush people, believed that the praying mantis created the earth. So all the things that you've envisioned, you visionary, the intuition that you've had, it is accurate. So move in your life with the word deliverance. Deliverance, decisiveness, but deliverance. The praying mantis is also known and referred to in many cultures as the prophet. So the deliverance may have a deeper meaning. I'm going to meditate on this more. I'm going to sit with the vision of the praying mantis and the oak tree, of the praying mantis in flight. And I'm going to meditate on that deeper. I'm going to sit with that for longer, because it feels that it's calling for that to happen, because I feel like there's even more messages in this spiritual sighting of the flying praying mantis. There's more to dig into. There's more to dive into. But right now, trust your intuition. That's what the praying mantis is saying. Trust your instinct. That's what the praying mantis is saying. Be confident in your patience. Confidently waiting, knowing for fact that it is happening. The visions that you see, you visionary, it is coming. And you're moving, not just leaping, not just walking, but you're flying into the next phase, moment of your life that will be life-changing. That's what the praying mantis in flight is saying. Ooh. Oh, what a beautiful message. I am so honored to deliver that message. I know that it will reach who it's meant to reach. Meditate on it. If you've had an encounter with praying mantis, comment it. Share your experience if you feel so called to. Wow. The prophet, the creator, the instinctual creature that knows what it wants and waits with confidence and a knowing. Knows when to take flight, knows when to move forward, knows when to strike, and trust the divine timing of things. Oh, I'm like, what's that feeling? I have like shivers, like, oh, that was so good. Thank you for joining me on this channel. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you if you've subscribed to this channel. If you haven't subscribed and you're at this point in the video, then I don't know what you're waiting for. Stop fighting it and go ahead and subscribe. Because if you've made it this far in this video, then there is reason. There is reason that you're here. Dive into it a little bit deeper. Embrace it. Be fearless. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm so grateful that God has put me in a place in my life where I can share these messages with clarity and confidence and openness and vulnerability and courage and love and all the things that make you go, ooh, that make life so sweet. And as always, take good care.